Hello and welcome to the Code Maven channel. In this episode we are going to see a very nice web interface called the CPAN dashboard that was created by Dave Cross. My name is Gabor Sabo and this is the mini series about getting more CPAN modules to use CI systems, continuous integration systems provided by their version control system provided by GitHub usually. So let me switch to the screen if I manage. This is the page where it starts sort of the series, and I have a link to the CPAN dashboard, which is something that apparently existed for a couple of years now, but I either have never seen or just forgotten about it. In any case, this is a really nice and really simple dashboard showing you all the packages, all the distributions that Dave Cross has or uploaded to CPAN, and it shows for each one of them, it shows what's the version on Meta CPAN, the link to GitHub, the GitHub action status, so whether it's configured, it's failing, and it's passing, what's going on. Travis CI, so apparently, I think Dave specifically had Travis CI for most of his modules, and recently started to add GitHub actions, and that's why they are still failing, because he probably just added to all of them and then now is going to figure it out how to fix them. There is another column here linking to Coveralis, which is a very nice additional cloud-based system that collects test coverage data. So when your CI system, either on Travis or on GitHub Actions runs, they can collect test coverage information and then send that information over to Coveralis, and then there you can see a graph, the number, the percentage, and then the graph, and they will send you a message if one of the pushes that you send to GitHub reduces the test coverage, so you can notice it easily. And then there is also a link to Critica that I haven't seen earlier, which is another cloud-based system that provides some static analysis on your source code and gives you alerts about all kind of various interesting, potential vulnerable things in your code. So how does this look? How does this work? The source code is sort of sorry, this is the link of the CPAN modules, and the source code, if you scroll down, there is, I don't know, you don't even need to scroll down. Here in GitHub there is the link to the source code of this website. This is basically using the GitHub pages, so you don't need anything for it. Dave Cross has his own domain, and it maps his domain to this page, but you don't need that. You can just put it on something.github.io, I think. So you don't need a domain name for that. And what's in here, so as I see, there is some explanation about Travis CI, which is, as far as I understand, is not really necessary for the dashboard. What is necessary for the dashboard is to go and have the dashboard TT, so there's a template toolkit. This is the template that will generate, from this the page will be generated. Okay, so you'll need to copy this one. And you need the dashboard script itself. So this is a Perl script that uses a couple of modules from CPAN that you need to install. For example, JSON, PyTiny, template. So these are all modules that you need to install. Data dumper is the only one I think that's standard from this list. And then you also need to create the dashboard JSON, which is the configuration file of this application. So in this configuration file, he has his pose ID, the username of GitHub, and then the rest is, I think, well, this is, okay, the title might be interesting that you need to change. If you would like, I don't know if it is optional, actually, this is interesting if it's optional or not. This is the ID from the Google Analytics. So in order to see how many people view this page, I don't know if it's a requirement in this code or not. and then some other information. So this is the configuration of how this will run. And then when you run this code, and I haven't tried it, so I hope that this is really the way it works. It will generate basically the files in the docs directory. So it will generate the index.html, and then probably favicon icon is just a favicon. So that's an icon that shows up here. So that's probably there, and the CNAME is where the GitHub page is mapped to this URL from the side of GitHub pages, so they will know about the URL. You also have to configure your DNS records for this, and so this docs file, docs directory, is where the actual result is stored. So you would you would run your the script, the dashboard script, on your own computer. It will add the file to this docs directory, or update the index file, and then you commit it. And then in the configuration of this GitHub project, on this GitHub repository, you have to enable GitHub pages, which is, I can't show it here right now. It's somewhere on the right. Maybe I'll have a separate video showing how I actually did do this if I set this up for myself. You can configure GitHub pages, and then that it will be served from the docs directory of your, and in this case, master branch. I don't know if you can change the branch there or how it works now these days. But you define that it's being served from the docs directory, and then that's it. So then you can get back and look at the results, and then from here each one you can click through and get to the actual results and see them. So it's good. It can be really nice for you to have such a UI for your own own projects on CPAN. I hope that this will help you in the quest of having better packages on CPAN. And if you liked it, this video on YouTube, then follow me on the channel, like the video, share it by other people, the usual things. And if you really like to support my quest in making Perl and CPAN better, then please also support me via my Patreon account. So thank you very much, and bye bye.